So here we have this National Tree Company Feel Real Artificial Norwegian Spruce Christmas Tree. Now I'm going to really quickly unbox this and show you how to set it up, and then I'll give you a closer look at it along with whether or not I think it's worth the price. Let's go ahead and open this thing up, then I'll go ahead and pull these sections out here. It comes with these 3 different sections and a sturdy tree stand. The sections are labeled, but you can also tell which is which by looking at the bottoms, and this is pretty cool. It also comes with this scented ornament. Anyway, the tree is made from these pretty solid metal pipes, then the branches are on hinges which will make it easier to put away. Now to put this together, we're going to fold out the stand and then partially screw this in. Then we can drop in the bottom section, let all the branches fold down. Then same thing with the center section, just drop it into place and fold the branches down. And then you can just set the top into place. And then here's what it looks like. There's actually quite a few branches on this, so I think it'll be a pretty full tree. And what we got to do now is go to each branch and just start fluffing them out like this, just like this. And we got to go around and do this to all the other branches. All right, and there we go. That was super easy to set up. Took just about half an hour. I think it looks pretty cool. It's definitely a more natural looking tree than your standard Christmas tree. I really like how the center of the tree is brown. It's meant to look like an actual tree. It just makes it look a lot better when you look through the tree and see the brown tree trunk. It also has this really big metal base. It's actually 24 inches long. And then the tree itself is also pretty big. It's about 4.5 foot in diameter. The stand is super sturdy, plenty wide enough to support it. And then taking a look at the actual branches, these are the Feel Real branches. They look super realistic and kind of feel realistic as well. A bit more of a plasticky rubber texture though. And then the main center part of the branch is actually a wire, so it has some structure to it. It lets you really easily hang lights. Same thing with these 2 pieces that stick out on the side here. Those are also wires. And then right behind these more real looking branches, there's these standard branches. They're just wires that are wrapped in a bunch of thin plastic strips. Definitely not as realistic looking, but they make the tree look a little more full. Also, another thing I want to point out is how solid this is. The pipes connect together really well to make one solid tree trunk. Now, one thing that does kind of stick out is the top portion of the tree here. There's really just not that many branches on the top 3 foot of the tree, which to be fair is actually realistic to actual spruce trees, but I do still think it would have been better if it had more branches. So yeah, it's not the most full looking tree. It could probably use a few more branches, but that's not really what it's going for. It's more trying to look like a realistic tree, which I actually think was executed pretty well. Of course, I would prefer all the branches be the realistic looking ones, but overall I think it looks really nice, and once it's decorated up with Christmas lights and ornaments, it's gonna look great.